Yeah, good.
Good. How you doing, man?
I just had to get a break.
You good?
Good talking. Ooh, fourth quarter. That's a different type of workout. You know, a lot of different teams got mat drills, but we got fourth quarter. And I mean, that's a whole lot of accountability right there. You know, within the whole team, within the staff. And I mean, you know, we just go out there and we work really hard.
What are the details of that?
Say it again.
What are the details of that fourth quarter?
So it's a lot of movement drills, but it's really mental. It's all mental work, honestly. It's mental work and endurance work. You know, it's just to check your mental. You know, make sure you're not failing or you're not thinking about quitting or any of those things. I mean, we got great guys on the team. You know that, like I said previously, hold everybody accountable. You know, for their job and for their task. It's like the month of February, so we're in February right now, yeah. So yeah, the month of February. Matter of fact, they're still probably going through it actually.
With linebackers being kind of quote unquote in vogue in the NFL again.
What do you mean by that?
Like being valued, like the spotlight in terms of like, you know, being back in the spotlight again. Yeah. What are the qualities that you would bring to a defense that's selected in the draft?
I feel as though I'm Mr. Can Do It All. I'm a Swiss Army knife, as I can say. I can blitz to the A-gap, I can come off the edge, I can play middle runner, tempo 2, I can drop strong hook curl match, whatever you want me to do. I can play man-to-man on the receiver, tight end, running back, anything.
You've been connected to Tampa Bay on a lot of jobs. Speaking about that kind of versatility, how would you love to play in a Swiss-heavy scheme like that?
Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of great teams here. Tampa, Mr. Light and Coach Todd Bowles and Larry Foote. All those guys are great guys. It's a very great organization.
Speaking on your position flexibility, what kind of feedback have you gotten through NFL teams on what they view as your ideal role?
I mean, just being one of those guys and one of those players of a leader, having that leadership role, whether it's Mike or whether it's Sam back or whether it's outside back or wherever it is, wherever I can be a key contributor to any organization.
Are you meeting with the...
Say it again? Yes, I do, yeah. It was pretty cool. It was intense, Verbal, he was definitely intense. He's a great guy, though. I have nothing to say but great things about that guy.
Are you meeting with the Jaguars this week, and what are your impressions on them?
I just met with the Jags, actually. It's a great staff. They put me through, different diagnosing of offensive recognition and, just looking at offensive schemes and, breaking plays now. So they definitely got a great staff over there.
And then are you meeting with the Raiders and just Pete Carroll? What would it be like, playing for a guy like that?
I met with those guys, too. They're very great guys. Coach Pete, with the linebackers coach and the DC over there, they hold each other accountable and, they make sure that they get the job done.
You mentioned Jason Light and Todd Bowles and Larry Foote. Did you get a chance to meet with them formally this week?
Say it again?
Did you get a chance to meet formally with Jason Light and Todd Bowles this week in the Bucs?
Yeah, definitely.
How did that go and, what they kind of put you through?
It was pretty good. Every meeting is really the same. It's all about, I feel like every meeting is all about, expressing myself and telling people who I am and how I am as a person. Not only a football player, but how I am as a person. And I feel as though, not to be big on me, but I'm a genuine person. I'm a genuine guy outside of football, and I love to do things for the community.
What do you think about growing up in New Jersey? I'm from Sicklerville, so I saw you went to Timber Creek.
Yeah, I got to get some fun. Definitely.
What did you miss about New Jersey, being down at Bama?
Hey, that's I mean, I feel as though the biggest thing, just coming from Jersey, all the athletes and even just people out there, we got a chip on our shoulder. A lot of people don't really look at Jersey as a big connecting world or as a big, state for football. They obviously look at it for basketball, and I feel as though it's a great environment, it's great people around there. I love New Jersey. Most of my family's out there. So
yeah. What are you most excited about at the next level? What do you think your game is going to look like in the NFL?
Just learning from the vets. I think that's one of my best abilities. Just having that will to learn, having that will to win, and that drive and that passion for the game that I love, which is football.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to meet these guys in the locker room and talk about the playbook and get to it.
And outside of the locker room, how do you kind of unwind and take your mind off the game?
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely tap into some meditation for sure. I mean, I got a dog, so he'll clearly do. You know, and, I mean, my support system, you know, my foundation, you know, they always been there for me. So, you know, I definitely got to show love to moms, my dad, and my two brothers, grandma, and everybody.
Love it. Good luck.
What is your favorite role?
My favorite role might sound a little different, but I love to show my versatility when I'm in coverage playing Tampa 2 middle runner. They think a big guy like me can't cover those guys, you know, going down the field vertically. So I think that's the biggest. That's one of my biggest games. Obviously, rushing the passer for sure.
Jihaad, with your pass rushing, like it felt like some games you got a lot of opportunities. Some games it was maybe a handful or whatever. Was it kind of a game plan specific thing, or were you trying to campaign for more opportunities to rush?
I mean, I feel like the biggest thing. You know, I told my defensive coordinator and position coach, head coach, I want to be a leader. I want to be a key contributor to whatever I can do. And if that's me going to inside backer and having somebody else go to outside backer so they can get production, and they can, create their value too and help the team, so be it. Let's do it.
Happy birthday, by the way. How did you celebrate? Yeah.
Meetings. Some sleep.
Do you remember how many offers you had in high school?
Say it again.
Do you remember how many offers you had in high school?
How many offers? I don't know. It's probably like between like 30 to 40. It was a lot though, for sure.
What was it like getting to start your career under Coach Saban and then going through the transition from Saban retiring and moving on to a head coach?
Well, I mean, I feel as though Saban is different. You know, when you really try to compare and contrast a coach like that, you can't. It's not happening. And he did his time at Bama. And, I appreciate him, for mentoring me and guiding me, through a lot of different things for my 2 years, that he was there, my freshman and sophomore year, and he had to retire. That was the best decision for him, and as his players and as a whole program, we definitely respected that, and we appreciate it.
Have you had a chance to formally meet with the Lions? They really love Alabama players. And,
Definitely.
have you had any conversations with any of the Alabama teammates that you may have on the trip?
Definitely. Terry Arnold for sure. Just talking about what they run and how they run their defense and what's the standard of their defense, honestly. But the staff is great. Coach Shep, Jihaad Campbell. You name it. Like they are great guys.
You were getting offers at like 16 years major program offers. Is that correct?
Say it again.
You were like 16 years old getting major program offers. Is that correct?
I think I was like 15.
15. What's that
like
at that age to get these stats?
It's a blessing, but I will say this for the young guys: do not let it get to your head, because you got to stay level-headed, you got to be humble, and you got to always stay hungry.
How did you manage that?
Staying hungry, being humble. That was I just kept the main thing, honestly.
All right, thanks, Jihaad.